Aquarius, hello and welcome to your fall 2023 shift reading, where we're looking at the shape you're shifting out of, the shape you're shifting into, and what that shape shift looks and feels like for the fall season. I'm Andy, I'm your reader, and I've got the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Krans here today to help look at your shape shift. So let's just do it. All right, how is Aquarius shifting this fall? Okay, that might be too many. Let's see. Okay, this is interesting. All right, let's look at this together. So we're starting off with the Mother of Wands here. This very protective mothering energy here. We've got the snake like surrounding her eggs, guarding them with her life, ready, pretty much poised and ready to strike. So there's this like fierce, protective, maybe a little defensive type energy showing up that you are shifting out of into an energy of the Three of Pentacles, which is much more about collaboration and working together. So that seems pretty clear to me, like shifting from this very like I have to be on guard, I have to be protecting myself and the things that I love, into like, no, actually I can open up to other people, we can work together, we can create systems that make sense and that function as like multiple parts functioning all at once, instead of me having to do all of the work or me having to do all of the guarding, protecting. Okay, that's interesting. Or like assuming all of the responsibility. And that shift is happening curiously through the Son of Pentacles. So we're seeing this young buck that is, like learning, developing, maybe having to kind of learn things the hard way, just because I'm looking at how like their head is a little bit hung and they're looking at the Mother of Wands. So if this Mother of Wands is you, Aquarius, I'm wondering if like you're kind of looking at this tendency you have to be like guarded or guarding, and you're kind of like, oh, bummer. Actually, that's not great, Or Aquarius, this could very much be someone in your life, and you're looking at this person, this Mother of Wands, and going, man, like I wish you weren't so defensive. I wish you weren't on guard all the time and like protecting yourself and your stuff and your loved ones and your creations in this way. Like, ugh, I wish we could work together. So find your avatar. Like find yourself in this, Aquarius, in this reading. Are you the Mother of Wands? Or are you the Son of Pentacles, wishing the Mother of Wands would loosen their grip a little bit and work together a little bit more collaboratively, or help you create systems where the load is equally divided? In almost all the readings, we've been getting some image of the moon. And this is very much looking like eclipse energy. We've got eclipse season coming up this October. We've got a Libra solar eclipse and a Taurus lunar eclipse. So I would say the Libra solar eclipse, like vaguely, generally, Libra energy does talk about how we are connecting and interacting with other people, and the way that like other people's behavior mirrors our behavior and vice versa, and like how we can find a copacetic balance in our relationships. And then or in the way that we relate to other things. It doesn't have to just be like relationships with people, though it's certainly emphasized. This could be your relationship with work, you know, or whatever. Again, take it as it resonates. And then a Taurus lunar eclipse, like think about, again, just super basic. Taurus energy is absolutely about work and how we divide our responsibilities and how we take on a sense of responsibility, like how we carry out our efforts in the world. I also want to say, if the Sun of Pentacles is a Knight energy, like if it's sort of analogous to the traditional Knight of Pentacles in the tarot, it is a slower moving energy, something that is learning and developing over time, taking it slow and steady and planning for the long haul. So maybe there's something that you're starting to realize, Aquarius, about yourself and or the people you are working with or the systems you are working with in your life, where this sort of hoarding things to myself and being in this like defensive position is not going to cut it. That is not a sustainable outlook or behavior for the future. And so if you are thinking more long term, maybe there's this realization, especially during eclipse season, where that is no longer going to fly, and there's going to have to be a shift into, okay, how do we collaborate? How do we find systems that make sense to work together to divide the load so that we're not, it's just like a hoarding energy, keeping everything to ourselves and being like, I can do it all myself. I want it all myself. I did this all myself. And there's something sort of like saddened, like the Son of Pentacles is just kind of sad by that. You know, like, man, individualism sucks. You know, like individualism plus capitalism and the way they interact has destroyed us. We're not going to get up this mountain like that. We're going to have to find a new system. We're going to have to find a way to work together. And for some reason, I am, because of the mother-son energy, I guess, I am getting this like co-parenting vibe. You know what I mean? Like, man, my co-parent or my whatever, like this person I'm raising kids with, or this, you know, doesn't have to be that, but maybe it is for someone like this. I wish they'd be different, or they wish you would be different, or your kids, even as the Son of Pentacles, wish you guys or you as a parent would behave a little differently, would find a way to make things work more collaboratively. And that does take both parties, or all three parties maybe, showing up equally to help the Mother of Wands not feel so defensive. You know what I mean? Like if, okay, for example, if there's, again, a more kind of like immature energy or still developing energy, if these are the co-parents, for example, again, this is just a specific scenario, but if these are the two people assuming responsibility in the scenario, and this one is still kind of developing and not really matured yet, there can be the tendency of the other one to overcompensate and be like, you know what, you don't know what you're doing, so I'm gonna have to do this all myself. And maybe that's true, Aquarius, but I guess like the reading is asking you to kind of question whether that's true. And if it is, you know, obviously like keep your baby safe, but you know, like, you know, if this one is not safe to care for this, you know that. In which case, this doesn't apply to you. It might apply to you in the sense that you wish it could be like that, but maybe it can't, you know, for whatever reason. Some people are not fit to lead. Some people are not fit to parent, whatever. But in the event that actually there's a way to make this a little bit more collaborative between these two energies, I guess this shift is possible this fall. Or if it's not, you'll know it, you know? And again, that might be pretty disappointing for somebody involved, because I do feel this sort of like heavy-headed disappointment energy. Okay, cool start to this reading, Aquarius. We're going to get into it now with some other decks. And see if we can clarify this scenario a little more specifically for you. If you would like to join us for the rest of that reading, click the link in the description box below, and that will take you to the shifting space where we investigate the shift readings for all the zodiac signs over the course of the season. We will check in midway through the season, give this reading a rewatch, and see, like, once you have some lived experience, it will probably resonate differently. And then we'll watch it again at the end so you can kind of see the full arc of your shapeshift over the course of the whole season. So whether you join the shifting space or not, I hope you do those rewatches with us, because it's invaluable. It's an invaluable part of this seasonal shift process. But if you'd really like to do this as part of a community, that's where you can do it. So the link is in the description box below. Okay, Aquarius, let's get into this.